everybody, my name is Strawberry. Today read the book Black Beauty, Chapter 3, New Friends and a New Name. One morning after breakfast, a young man came into the stable with Farmer Gray. Here he is, my master said, stopping in front of my stall. The stranger peered at me. What a handsome horse! I'm not surprised the squire chose him. Yes, I'm sure he will enjoy this horse, Farmer Gray said. I will candidly miss him when he goes. The farmer let me out and gave me a pat. I didn't understand what was going on or why his eyes looked sad, but I put my nose into his hand to try to make him feel better. Goodbye, boy, my master said. Be a good horse and always do your best. Then he handed my lead rope to the other man. The stranger and I walked through the farm gate. My mother and some of the other horses neighed to me from the pasture. Soon we turned into another gate, and I saw a fine estate. This was my new home, Birkstead Park. The man lead me was James. He had groomed, and he put me into a large, airy stall and gave me a handful of grain. There you go, he said kindly. I better to go tell my squire. You're here. There were 4 stalls in the part of the stable, and 9 was the largest. In the smaller stall stood a fine gray pony. He had a thick mane and tall tail. And a pretty head. Hello, I said. What's your name? I'm Mary Legs, the pony said. I am very handsome, and the young ladies love to ride me or drive me in a cart. Are you doing live next door to me now? I think so, I answered. I hope you are a nice horse, Mary Lake said. I don't like living next door to anyone who bites. He looked over at the stall on his other side. A chestnut man with a long, graceful neck stood there. So you are the one who took my stall, she snapped. How dare you put a lady out of her mother, her home? Excuse me, but I did such thing. I said politely. The man who brought me here, but me in a stall. The man who brought me here put me in this stall. I truly had no choice in the manor. Don't worry about her, Mary Lake said quiet as the mare turned away. Ginger's knows it's her own fault. She was moved out of that stall. She has a bad habit of biting, and she and the young ladies were coming afraid to visit me. They don't have to worry about me, I said. The only thing I bite are grass and hay and tree grain. Why does Gitter bite? She said no one was never nice to her before, Mary Lake said. John and James hope she will be better tempered now that she's here. The next day, John Mary let me out of my stall. John was the head coachman. James and the other stable hands worked for him. John had kind eyes and a clam manner. He ground me from head to hoof, making my dog coat clean. He was almost finished when the squirrel arrived. Hello, John, the squirrel said. I wanted to try out my new horse this morning, but I'm too busy. Would you ride him for me and let me know how he goes? Of course, sir, John said. He brought out a saddle along with a brush. When he set the saddle on my back, he pitched my shoulder. Luckily, John saw that it didn't fit. He took it away and brought out a different one. John was a very good rider, and I was happy to do exactly what the thought that didn't fit good and was happy to do exactly what he asked. He walked for a while and then we struck. Finally, he urged me into a fast gallop. We were riding back toward the stable when we passed the squirrel walking with his wife. How was your ride, John? His girl asked. Very good, sir, John answered, sounding pleased. Then the horse has been well treated and we will treat it. Exactly, the stranger said. I will try him myself tomorrow. The next day, the spade took his turn on me. He was a good rider too, and he had a pleased ride. When we passed the house, his wife came out. How do you like him? She asked. I've never ridden a finer horse, and the squirrel replied. Now all his fellow needs is a name. Something we came him Blackbird, like your uncle, old horse. His wife asked. The squirrel shook his head. He is handsomer than the blackbird never was. He really is a black beauty. His wife agreed. We could call him Black Beauty. Black Beauty, the squirrel said thoughtfully. I like it. And so I had a new home and a new name.